Hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. So if you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. A bit of a change of plans today because I was actually just about to sit down with a cup of tea to edit a video to release today of something different when knock at the door, it's the postman, and he has this month's Scrawlrbox. So this was a bit of a surprise because I only got the dispatch email for this yesterday. So I thought it usually takes 48 hours to 3, maybe 4 days in the UK to get to us. So I wasn't expecting this until next week. But hey, it's here now. So let's open it up and take a look at what we've got inside this month. Okay, so here we are. Let's get straight into it today. I'm just going to open this up. There we go. Okay. Are we ready? Big moment. Ooh, okay. Looks like we've got a big pack today. So I'm going to put this to the side. Hopefully they'll have made up for the last few months of issues. But it's our Scrawlrbox. That looks interesting. Ooh, a square piece of art this week, this month rather. I quite like that. I like the colours. Blues again. So this month's featured artist is Julien Renard, I would assume. Originally from Marseille. 33 years old. Storyteller. Fulfilling his art with great stories from his adventures around the world or impromptu people he has met. Places that you've been and people that you meet is always really good inspiration for pieces of art or for writing or anything creative. Okay, so we've got our month. We've also got Dale Rowney's Systems Free acrylic paper. So are we going to have acrylic paints? It's nice, thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those last two we start together. 6 sheets of acrylic paper. Okay, and that's everything in the box. So whoop, throw away, throw away. Okay, so I'm not going to have a look in the Scrawlrbox just yet because that will give us spoilers as to what is in our pack. Let's open it up and have a look then. So I'm hoping that last month's sticker will be in here as well because we were missing a sticker last month. And yes, we have, this is last month's sticker. This is this month's sticker. Both very nice. They'll go in my little collection. Okay, we have some interesting things here. All acrylics by the look of it. So let's just put the menu aside for a minute. Ooh, popping candy. Not had this since I was at school. That was a very, 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 very long time ago. So that should bring back some memories. Okay, so we have matte soft body acrylic paint in these little pouches, 40ml each. So we've got titanium white, cadmium red, and indigo blue. They feel very squishy. Interesting to see what the consistency of those are. We've got our paints. We have, okay, what is this? This is a black acrylic paint marker. So I've never used paint markers. I know lots of my friends have Posca pens and you know, other alternatives. I'm guessing this is the, yeah, this looks like the Dale Rowney equivalent to a Posca. So that will be interesting. We have this bizarre, oh, it's Kohinoor. I love Kohinoor. My clutch pencils are Kohinoor. Kohinoor Hardmouth magic pencils. So it looks like we have several different colours in the lead there, so we might get some interesting effects with that. And a paintbrush, Pro Art, Scholar Acryl, so acrylic, all glued together, so we'll loosen those up. That feels, you can see the paint, the glue coming off as I flick that. That's got a nice bit of snap to it. I think we can get some nice lines of that. It's not one of those flimsy little Crayola art box brushes. Okay, so this box, throw that in the box. This looks much more up my street. I do acrylic painting more than anything else, I think. So let's have a little look. We have Sonelia Abstract Matte Soft Body Acrylic Paints, Dale Rowney Simply Acrylic Paint Marker. We have a Koh-i-Noir Hardknuff Magic Pencil. So I wonder if they're different colours. We've got a blue one on the menu here. Mine's red. I'm assuming the outside colours will make that much difference. Pro Art brush from Stiff and Durable Synthetic Hair. So ideal for acrylic painting. And System 3 acrylic paper. Okay, and the Scrawler challenge this month is Fractured Figures. So got a few ideas for that. It immediately brings like, well, particularly looking at our artist, very kind of Picasso-esque. Let's have a quick look in the Scrawler zine before we move into swatching out our materials. So this again is like the menu. It just goes through what we have here with some extra information. We've got a sit down with the featured artist. So there's Julian. I have notes from the artist, so tips and tricks and little things to try. So this is the gallery from the December box, which if you haven't seen it, the link will be down below, but it's it was those crayons, these things here, which some people liked, some people didn't. Oh yeah, Cubism, and some news at the back. Okay, right, so I am going to go get myself a little bit of water, and I'll be back in just a second, and we can swatch out some of these materials. Okay, so I've got myself a little bit of water and some tissue for my paintbrush. First though, this is exclusive to Scrawlrbox, this paper, and it does feel really nice. So I'm going to test the pencil out on it first. So come a little bit closer just so you can see a little bit clearer. Okay, so we've got a red line, and if I twist, yeah, if I turn the pencil, we now get some blue. If I keep turning, get some red. Let's see if I just keep going, and I'm not pressing very hard. And see, we're getting a bit of red. Interesting. It seems that as you use it, it blends a little bit more, and I think the white in it is causing it to kind of blend out like we've got here. It's a little bit harsher here. I think it was just starting, and then it's blending out a little bit. What if we were to draw our old friend, the sphere, and we'll shade it in with light coming from this direction. So just very lightly. You do have to kind of press quite hard, but I think that's the paper, the kind of canvas texture more than the pencil. I think this would be an interesting sketching pencil, the kind of you know, construction sketches or anything like that. Actually, that's a good point. I wonder whether this erases. It didn't come with an eraser. I'm sure I can find one around here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so here's just a standard kind of Mars plastic eraser, and okay, yeah, it does erase. So that's good to know. How dark can we get? I want to get some really dark shadow in here. Blend it out at the edge. Yeah, so the harder you press, you can get some nice dark lines. So yeah, I mean, I know it's a novelty, but actually, I quite like that. That's quite fun to use. We don't have a palette. Do I have a palette to hand? Well, let's use the actual Scrawlrbox. Waste not, want not, recycle and all that. So I'm going to, these usually need to be primed. So if I look at the instructions, yeah, shake several times, press the tip down till the paint flows, recap tightly after use. So cap on, give this a really good shake, and it feels like whatever the thing is inside, it's a bit stuck. Maybe. It's hard to tell. Ah, there we go. Just giving anyone anxiety or a headache. Okay, that's a fairly good shake. Let's press it down a few times. Oh, I can see the paint flowing immediately. Look, see here. Paint's starting to flow up. And press another time. And again. Just a few times. Come on. Nearly there. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Does it post? Yeah, just about. So it rattles a bit. So it's something, oh, there we go, dropped the pen already. Something I always look out for with pens, any type of pen, is whether the cap posts, because I lose pens, so the pen lids so easily. That's a really nice line. How quickly does it dry? That's very black. That's very, very black. Let's try a nice, so that's about as fine as I can get. How thick can I go? Okay, so there's not really any kind of variation on width. Not that I was expecting that, but I've not used these kinds of pens before. So this is all new to me. Nice. How well does it kind of fill in? Hey, you know what? That's not bad at all. You really don't have to press hard. How does this go over the pencil? Yeah, no problem. Okay, this I love. It's my first acrylic paint marker, and I really do love that. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Okay, so I've got my board here. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of, try and get that lid off each of these paints. Let's see how kind of fluid they are. No, they're fine. They're not that fluid at all. I was worried they were going to be very kind of liquidy. So we've got red, white. I'm just doing a little dot on here. And we've got blue. There we go. Very patriotic, whether you're British, American, French, any other country that has those three colours in their flag. Okay, so I'm going to wet my brush just to get some of the glue off and then dry it. And then we're going to go in and just pick up the paint with a dry brush and see how it lays down. Nice, very smooth. Good coverage. And that goes a long way. Look at that, a tiny little dot. And we get a nice square like that. Okay, let's take the red off our brush. This is where we see how well I do or don't clean my brush. Let's try a little bit of white. And of course we can't see that. Let's go over some of the black. Ooh, okay. You can still see a little bit of the black through. But that's not too bad at all. Might have to, you'll see some red streaks there where I've not cleaned the brush properly. Be interesting to see if the white can go over the red or the blue when they have each dried. So it looks like they're drying pretty quickly. That red looks almost dry already. Give that another bit of a clean. So the video that I was supposed to be putting out today, I filmed yesterday, was a sculpture. So I spent yesterday evening painting with acrylic paints on a sculpture, and now we've got acrylic paints in our box. That's a lovely blue. That's actually very much like the Scrawlrbox blue. I like that a lot. And drying very quickly. Let's pick up a bit of the white, go over the red. Yeah, that's really nice. So the black shows through quite a lot. Try this. Yeah. Okay, so what happens if we water these down a little bit? Let's get some water in here. You can see I've got a bit of blue on my brush, so it's muddied the paint up a little bit. Nice, could get some really nice washes with that. I'm terrible for not cleaning my brush properly when I'm swatching things out, which you should not do. Clean your brushes, because then you get an accurate representation of what the paints are. Otherwise they're going to start getting muddy. A little better clean on a blue. Oh, that's nice. That feels more vibrant when it's has a bit of water in it, which is not surprising. It kind of disperses the pigment, so you're seeing some of the canvas paper through. Okay, what about the white? That's not good at all. Look at that. Look how much blue I've got in that white. Oh well, never mind. So, still pretty good opacity. It's a nice coverage. Look how grey that is. That's terrible. Okay. What about mixing these colours? Let's do a bit of mixing, shall we? Let's take a bit of white, a dot of red, mix that up. See, I need to clean my brush properly. Hold on. Right. Clean. Let's try that again. Okay. Some white, a bit of red, a lovely pink. There we go. That's what I was looking for. See the difference between that? White and red with a clean brush, white and red with a dirty brush. Dirty. Okay, let's do the same. White and blue, a touch of white, dot of blue. Red and blue pigments are so much stronger than white. The ratio is insane. You need a tiny dot of blue or red in white to change the colour. And black, it's the other way around. Black's such a stronger colour, you need a tiny dot of black in whatever you're trying to darken. That's a very nice blue colour. Now finally, what happens if we mix together a bit of red and a bit of blue? Will we get a nice mauve? Let's see, fingers crossed. Ooh, that's lovely. It's almost like a lavender colour. I really like that. Okay, so the final thing I want to try is clean this, clean it out. I want to try the paint marker over the paint. Yeah, no problem at all. It's not picking up any paint, or is it? No, those fuzzies are just my finger. I think that's just the kind of felt things. I'm going to clean that off a little bit. Yeah, so a little bit of shedding on the tip of the pen. Give it another pump. Yeah, really, really nice. It kind of covers over it very, very clearly. I think this is going to be quite a graphic piece, whatever I do with this. Let's have a look at the paper. So we've got no buckling, really. Let's have a look at the reverse side. That's nice and smooth. I would perhaps worry that it can't take as much water as obviously watercolor paper, but for the style of art that this is intended for, I don't think that's too much of a problem. Let's see if a second coat of this white will cover. Yeah, I think with a couple of coats you get a nice even coverage of white. And there we have it. That is the contents for the February 2021 Scrawlrbox. Stay tuned, so in a few days I'll have the video that I was supposed to release today, and then after that we will be using these contents for this month's Scrawler Challenge, the Fractured Figures prompt. Right now I'm going to go off and eat some popping candy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, goodbye.